fellow romance readers, I'm Amy.
And I'm Sarah, and this is Post-Book Depression. You know that feeling you get when you finish a good book that you didn't want to end?
Have you finished a book and just weren't ready to move on from the story and its beloved characters? You find yourself needing just a little more? This multi-trope romance podcast gives you the opportunity to dig deeper with us into books we love as we discuss all the reasons we can't move on.
Feeling chatty? You can continue the conversation with us on Instagram at Post-Book Depression Podcast or on Facebook in our Post-Book Depression discussion group.
We would be so grateful if you would subscribe to our podcast and take a moment to leave a review.
Are you ready? Let's discuss.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Amy.
And I'm Sarah.
Today we are doing another mini episode, and we are going to be talking about main characters that brought inspiration to us or just seem like inspiring characters that we want to talk about, characteristics about them or things that we really liked about each of these characters that shed some brightness into our life. Why don't you take it away for us?
Okay, I don't know so much about the brightness on this character, but she inspires me. It's Josie from The Were-Duet by Mia Sheridan.
Oh, friend, that's a good one.
She inspires me because she endures such trauma. Mm-hmm. She is so resilient and she fights to live, to survive. She's a survivor. She's literally the definition of a survivor. She just, I don't know, her character was strong. She remained strong and she had a lot to kind of overcome from what she endured. And I loved the way she handled herself and
not
how she carried herself.
In the past timeline, she takes that strength into the future and helps, other women that have gone through the same thing that she has.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
I loved that about her character. I think there's a lot that people can learn from that.
I really feel inspired by these survival stories. There's a lot of those that we've covered that really come to mind, like When We Disappear Here by Mindy Hayes. Both of those, the male main character and the female, they were both taken captive, and there's the resiliency that they have and their survivorship is really admirable and something to aspire, to be. All right, I have one. I'm going to go with Jill Knight from the Jack and Jill trilogy. I know we talk about this trilogy. I feel like a broken record every time we talk about it, but I just can't stop singing its praises. But I specifically like Jill's character because she's very tenacious, even though life has really dealt her some major blows. Not like Josie major blows, but some pretty heavy blows.
Yeah. She
never stops fighting for what she wants. She never gives up on searching for what she's trying to find. And despite the hard times that she has endured and gone through, she gets right back up and just keeps fighting. I love her spitfire nature. She's very feisty. Mm-hmm. She's very loudmouthed, opinionated, doesn't put up with anybody's crap. Mm-hmm. And I really like that in a character because that's not me.
Yeah. I was going to say, I am typically turned off by people that I encounter that are that way, but yet there is something I admire about them, and I think it's because I lack that in my own personality.
I think about Jill's character. She has these pair of red rain boots that she wears, and she has this I don't care attitude about literally everything in her life, except the people that she does care about. Mm-hmm. And she'll go out to check the mail every day in nothing but her t-shirt, panties, and these red umbrella boots, or not umbrella boots, but rain boots. And her sass just cracks me up, and I like it.
She's a funny character for sure.
What's another one you have?
Okay, I chose Avery from What We Keep by Jennifer Milliken.
Ooh.
I really admired her because she endures a lot, but her husband has a problem with alcohol. Their journey through his recovery and the way she's able to forgive, that is not the relationship that I've had with alcoholics in my own family. And so it was very enlightening to see that through a different lens of what it can be like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To like truly, for someone to really be change and that you can have a second chance, because what I've witnessed in my life, second chances are not options. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so it was very, very, very interesting. And I don't know. I think it made me want to view the situations different. And again, I mean, this is a story and you have to look at real life. You have to make smart decisions. But I admired her character because I love that she was able to forgive in a way that I just don't know that I can. It makes me want to.
One of the things that I love about you when you read books is you're very good at stepping back and looking at things from all perspectives and all sides and not making judgment about characters. I'm really bad about reading a character and snapping to judgment, but you're very good about taking a step back and looking at things from all sides and all perspectives. And I feel like for you to be able to do that in this story is really admirable because of the relationship that you've had with addiction and alcoholism is very impressive.
Well, thank you. Okay, what do you have?
I'm going to go with Gina from The Woman Left Behind by Linda Howard. I don't know that you've read that story.
I haven't read this one.
This is a military story, and Gina is a character who goes into the military, and she gets partnered with a team of men, of course, because they're, women are in the minority when they're in the military, but she gets partnered with a group of men, and they train together. She's doesn't put up with anything. She's not a quitter, I should say. And they go out on this mission, and she gets left behind.
Oh, man.
In a war zone. Her strength that she takes to just one step forward, moving and doing her best to get out is so empowering and just impressive. I always think about, when I read these stories of survival or hard situations, I think there's no way I would ever survive.
I would be dead.
I would be the first one. Yeah, if you've ever watched the show Naked and Afraid, I would be dead in an instant if I were on that show. So for someone like getting, left behind in a military war zone is unfathomable. And to witness her dedication to getting up and moving forward and not allowing herself to just get so far down that she's going to give up. I really respect and admire people in general, but women specifically, when they just take that strength and move forward.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. I have one, Anna from Till I Reach You. I know I've mentioned this in a few of our many episodes that we've talked about, but I just love Larissa Padilla. And this is a young woman who loses the love of her life, goes through the grief process, falls in love again. So you fall in love with two characters, really, when you read this. But I don't know what it is about Larissa's characters and her stories, but I just felt so much from Anna, and I don't know, she just inspired me, the strength to be able to fall in love again after what she has gone through. I don't know, it was it's almost like I can't explain why she inspires me. You just have to read it. Does that make sense?
Yes, and there was a story that we read this year where a woman had been married for 2 decades and lost her spouse and had to start over. So I always find those situations where, because that's a decent chunk of your life, and to find the strength to pick up and continue on and move forward. I can see where it would be very easy to just crawl into a hole in the darkness of a room and never want to see the light of day after something like that. So I can see why you would find inspiration in this character just for moving forward after loss.
She was so young. It was so good. Such a good story. Okay, what else you
got?
I
have one more, and it shouldn't be a surprise to us because we talk about her very frequently on the show.
I feel like I know who you're going to say.
It's Charlie Davidson.
Yes.
Because she is... This girl, there's nothing she can't handle.
I'm telling you.
She's very witty. She's very smart. She's very charming. She is a problem solver.
Yeah.
She is a rallier.
Yeah.
She rallies the troops around her and does what she does, but she's this very caring soul as well. She has these tender-hearted moments. And she also, she's a romantic. And I love all of these qualities about her. She's one of my favorite female lead characters. I feel like she's a very strong-willed person, and she's like a true diva. And doesn't take crap from anybody.
She's a baddie.
Yes, she is. And I love her spunk.
I do too.
So much. And her mouth. Oh, her wit and the things that come out of her mouth. I'm like, you go, girl.
I know.
You go, girl.
I want to be her.
I want to be her too. I mean,
I see how, well, I mean, not every part.
Not every part, but a lot of the parts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Same. I love that you started off as like sunshine or with sunlight, and I'm like, the stories that tore my soul apart
and heavy,
and they inspire me.
Well, I didn't know what you had on your list. We didn't talk about our list before we started, so.
Sad Sarah.
You've got another sad Sarah one, don't you?
I do.
Let's hear your sad Sarah wreck. Okay. Who inspires you, Sarah? Down in the dumps.
They resonated with me. Noah.
Oh.
From Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. This is one of our older ones, early podcast days.
Yes.
Friend.
Oh.
The love of his life forgets him.
Oof.
And he walks through dark days.
Yes, he does.
It's inspiring because he is what she needs. Mm-hmm. And to have the person that you love forget you. Mm-hmm. And also something, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil everything, but there is something else that is even more devastating that happens in this story.
Yeah.
And the way he carried himself through it all. And there is a scene where he has just a breakdown with a character because he's so heartbroken over everything. And nobody really sees that side of him. I loved him so much. And I find all of these characters, they all have something in common. They all have these tragedies and these traumas. But I really feel like the reason why these people, and there's so many more, this is just like a few, why they resonate with me so much is because I really think it speaks a lot to a person's character when they're going through the most horrible situation of their life, traumatic event of their life, tragedy, whatever it may be, grief, and the way they can carry themselves through that. That says so much about who they are. And I want to be like that. I want to be a person who, no matter what I'm going through, I carry myself with strength. And, I don't know. So yeah, he's one. Okay. There's others.
You mentioned that Noah deals with losing, memories of the person that he's with. Well, we covered Till I Reach You by Larissa Padilla on the podcast. Yeah. And that he's someone that inspires me, based on that, to live through that, having to start over with someone that you've had a whole life with. I just can't even fathom that.
The person that sees you the most, especially Elliot, with the story you're referring to, because he was very quiet and was left alone a lot and
very introverted,
and he lost his person like in all aspects.
Oh yeah, that was tough. And he's what strength in his character. Story. He inspires me too.
So good.
It is so good.
I love our book characters.
There's so many good ones though.
There's so many good ones.
There's inspiration to be found in a lot of characters and in a lot of stories that we read. And I hope that you found some inspiration in characters that you read too. We would love to hear about that. You can hit us up on Instagram at Postbook Depression Podcast, on Facebook in our Postbook Depression discussion group, and you can also email us at postbookdepressionpodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, keep reading.